Alright guys, so I'm just making an update video because it seems like a little bit more has come out with the Beastworm Simulator situation. So it looks like Onnit's still going to be releasing updates from what I've seen and the few messages that he's released yesterday. Like I said in the last video, these updates that he's releasing are probably not going to be hitting those targets. And initially I was kind of like, this is going to be a really significant change and it's going to be a little bit sad because he's always tried to hit these Beesmas updates. But I think it might be a positive change just because it'll kind of be like a surprise update, and if he's not teasing the community with them, it might kind of catch you off guard, which might be an interesting or a cool thing if you think about it. But the main reason I'm making this video is because I've been seeing kind of a lot of people giving Onnit a lot of criticism for this, and while some of it's understandable obviously because it's like he has a pretty popular game and there's a lot of people that kind of count on him to give these updates, and it's like, if you haven't realized by now, that does not help the updates come any faster. And even if you have these feelings, it'd be better to give them in more like a positive or like a civilized manner than kind of just harassing him online. Anyways guys, mainly what I'm talking about with this is like the people saying kind of a lot of silly stuff. You can tell it's obviously the younger generation that's saying a lot of this stuff. It's kind of like the skibidi toilet harassment. The example that I'm showing is just satirical, obviously. This person even confirmed that they were joking by it. But I think it really goes to show that it is kind of an issue, and it is something that's really afflicting the community, and it's something that we can improve on, and it's kind of up to us if we want to have a more positive and less toxic community to hold these people accountable, because they're just kids, and like the way they're going to learn that it's really not cool to kind of harass the creator or anything is like kind of calmly tell them that what they're doing is not really appropriate. I think this is kind of an issue that's affecting a lot of the younger generation, is that like they have a lot of expectations, and not just with games, but like they expect things to come to them now, and it's like obviously that's not how the real world works, but it's just interesting to kind of see this going on even in the game, because this is probably going to become a real world issue even with what we're seeing now. Like this is probably going to become something we see a lot more in the future. And anyways guys, I'm curious, like if you are part of this younger generation, have you seen this, or like do you contribute to this, and why? And do you think this is a problem or not? Obviously, like in the space of it just being a video game, it's probably not that big of an issue. But like if there's kind of issue with the attention span and like expectations translates into the real world, it's gonna have a very big impact. But getting back to the topic of Beastworm, it looks like Onnit's probably still going to be making updates, and it seems like he says he apologizes for kind of lashing out at people. He has like a lot of insecurities about the game and kind of how he wants the game to be, which makes a lot of sense because he spent so much time on it as a solo creator. Basically what he's saying, it looks like, is he's really scared that he'll release something that kind of tarnishes the game's legacy. But it's nice to see the apology that he released, because yesterday his comments were a little bit like bitter towards the community. But he definitely is saying that he appreciates those people who are patient, and he mostly made these comments just because of a few particular people that sent him over the edge. And he says what he said was not fair, and I think that's really strong of him as a creator to kind of come back and make an update to what he said, just because like a lot of people say the wrong thing and they know they said the wrong thing, but they don't come back and address it. So that's really good on it that he's coming back and doing that. Also, I just want to emphasize that like obviously this is only a very small group of people, and not all the community is like this. A lot of you guys are really cool and really cool people to just play with, but there's just some people that have these expectations, and like if you see these people, obviously be kind to them. But don't be afraid to tell them like what they're doing is not cool. But anyways guys, even though this is just a game, I'm curious what a lot of you have to think about it. Like please comment if you think these expectations that a lot of people have about the games and in life are going to become an issue later when this generation starts growing up. And with Beastworm Simulator, like what are you looking forward to? Just let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. That's all.